summer heat now is a great time to maximize your lawn care season and create curb appeal.
Here with tips on how to avoid common lawn care mistakes is Weedman Service Manager Phil Vanwingerden. Thank you for Vanwingerden. Vanwingerden.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Pretty close.
Yes, I'm so sorry.
My name's been messed up my whole life. Don't
Okay,
worry.
I
pretty used to it.
apologize for that.
It's okay.
So tell us a little bit about Weedman.
Oh, so we can, so at Weedman, we do all lawn care. So no mowing or weed whipping, anything like that, but we do fertilization and weed control. Those are our main components, aerations and seedings as well. But for the most part, fertilizer and weed control.
Now, what does it take? It takes somebody to come out and kind of assess the situation, right?
Yeah, so for the most part, we have a pretty standard package. So for most lawns, what's needed for the lawns in the Kentucky area. So for our fertilizers, for instance, we have them blended more for this region. An example would be soils out here. There's a lot of limestone in Kentucky. So phosphorus is very already kind of prevalent in our soils. So that's an example. Our fertilizer is blended with it without phosphorus, because phosphorus, if we put it in there, would create runoff in the sewer systems and whatnot. So the proper fertilizer blend is pretty important for lawn care. But I think one of the big things at this point in the season is really the heat, right? So looking at lawns all over Lexington, we see a lot of just heat drought and stress on the lawns. And one of the most common questions we get from people are, is my lawn dead? What's going on? So really what I wanted to make sure I told everybody was, at this point, the good news is that your lawn is not dead. What's happened is it's in a dormant state. So when it gets really hot, the lawns have a tendency to protect themselves and they go into dormancy. So in turn, your lawn will come back. So I guess that's good news, but it definitely helps to have a good fertilizer, applied to that lawn as well. And that's a big part of what we do.
So you're saying pretty much the secret is the fertilizer.
The fertilizer certainly helps. This biggest secret actually is water at this point of the season.
So how often do you water? Because I would never know.
Right.
Yeah, it's a great question. One of the big things I see all over Lexington is people watering at night a lot of times, which doing it at night is better than not doing it at all. But really the best time to water a lawn would be in the morning. Less frequent waterings, but deeper waterings is the most important thing. So we tell people about 1 inch a week is what you kind of want to shoot for. So putting out your watering systems, your sprinklers, and to measure that, you could put like a tuna can out there and just see how much water you're actually capturing. But putting it out 20, 30 minutes and getting a really deep water, would create that water to go down into the soil, which causes your grass roots to go deeper after that water. Makes your lawn stronger, more healthy. Doing it in the morning instead of the night, like I mentioned earlier, also helps not cause disease and stuff to settle in. But the water sitting all night with the heat, it's easy for fungus and different diseases to grow in the lawn. So morning watering is very important.
I've never heard that about the tuna can. So do you let it get absolutely full? Is that the goal? Or
well,
what?
Tuna can's about 1 inch, right?
Yeah.
So if you're going to water 2 to 3 times a week, which is recommended, you probably want to get about a quarter full to half full per watering, and then fill it up by the end of the week, total. So that just kind of helps with the measuring to know how much you actually put down in a 1 week period.
Okay, now if people want the Weedman services, or I know you have multiple locations as well, how do they find that information?
Yeah, so definitely online. www.weedmanusa.com. We got a phone number. I don't know if we can list it on there or whatnot, but just Google us. You'll be able to see the number. But yeah, definitely online is social. We have Facebook pages. We're more than happy to evaluate the lawn, see what's going on. But again, the watering, I guess one more thing I'd like to say that I see a lot of as well, though, would be mower blades. So a lot of people do not sharpen their mower blades throughout the season. And you could tell if the grass has been shredded or cut clean. So just kind of a quick tip for everybody out there, get your mower blades sharpened.
Okay.
You can bring them to your local, Tractor Supply or whatnot, and they'll do it for you. But that definitely is a big deal.
All right, well, thank you, Phil. Fertilizer, mower blades, and water.
There you go.
Water. Yes.